I'm sure that most viewers would have heard the modern Christian church teaching that states, the Bible says, don't let the sun go down while you are still angry, so make sure that you don't go to bed angry with someone. Sort out your problem before the sun goes down, or you will give the devil a foothold. While this is undoubtedly great advice to deal with your anger as quickly as possible, I have always struggled with this interpretation as being very basic and even a little illogical. What if you get angry when the sun is already set? Does that give you until next sunset to sort out your anger? What if you get angry half an hour before the sun sets? That does not give you much time to get your anger dealt with. Was this really the whole of what Paul was saying in Ephesians chapter 4 verse 26? The modern translations of this verse from the original Greek, like the NIV Bible, read, "In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry." Though this seems to fit nicely to the adage stated at the beginning, it is interesting that the quoted section preceding the well-known statement, "In your anger do not sin," is Paul quoting Psalm 4 verse 4, which reads, "Be angry, and do not sin. Meditate within your heart on your bed, and be still." Selah. This is where my confusion on the interpretation of Paul's written words deepen, as the Psalms he quotes speaks about the simple fact that we all get angry at times, but not to allow yourself to sin in your anger, in fact to meditate on your bed and be still. There must be more to what Paul was saying than simply, get over your anger before you go to bed, as this would appear to contradict the psalm he quoted. Which brings me back to the original Ephesians verse, though this time let's look at it in the King James Version. "Be ye angry, and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath." Notice the marked difference in the two verses? The NIV says not to let the sun go down while you are still angry, where the King James says not to let the sun go down upon your wrath, or anger. This leads me to go back to the original Greek text and see what the direct translation is for this verse. Does it say, to not let the sun go down on your anger, or while you are still angry? It is as follows. Be angry, and yet not sin. The sun, not let set upon, the anger of you. So the King James Version is closer to the direct Greek text, that the sun not set upon your anger. But what could this mean, if not what we have always been told, to not let the sun go down while we are still angry? Looking at the Greek word for sun, used here, helios, it can mean east, as in the rising of the sun, simply sun, sunlight or just light. This would suggest that Paul is talking more about the need to keep seeing the light, even in your anger, to not let the light go out on your anger, to see through your anger, and keep the light of love, truth and God shining. Otherwise your judgment and thoughts will be clouded and completely dark, leading you to sin in your anger, as the light of God is not being held onto. This would also bring the whole verse into line with the psalm quoted by Paul. To be angry is okay, but don't let it blind you and darken your heart and mind. Keep hold of the light and meditate in stillness on the issue, so the Lord can shine his solution through to you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to get notifications of new videos. Like, share and comment below.